and gentlemen, welcome to NJPW Puroresu Review. I am your co-host, Twisted Andre C. Right over here, it's Miss No Days Off. It's
Oof.
Melball.
Yay. Frick my life. Frick my life. It's just been a crazy cupcake chaos over here. C. Driving me mental. But my good friend, our trusted colleague, as well as Andre, Eric Graves, brought Melball some carbonated yumminess. So,
Carbonation.
carbonation. Yeah, I'm more excited about the sugar because, she's had a week. It's been a doozy this week, man. But you know what? I got a great shoulder day in today. That was nice. How are you doing, Mr. Twister?
I'm doing pretty good. Worked out with my trainer Rich King yesterday. Set my personal best on the trap bar deadlift. Oh! She's reacting. She
It's
doesn't
actually
like
pretty
it.
tasty.
I was gonna
No,
say she
that's
doesn't like it.
tasty.
She's like, it's
No,
good. I enjoyed it.
it tastes exactly what it's advertised as. It tastes like Dr. Pepper with a little bit of cream soda in it.
Cream soda.
Soda.
Pop.
Oh, that's my first laugh of the day. Woohoo! We're on a roll, Andre.
Wow, 8:06 p.m. That's a little bit depressing.
I spent a day in a pretty depressing place. So, kind of need the laughs. Make me laugh.
So I, as you were asking, how am I doing? I worked over Rich King yesterday. Set my personal best on the trap bar deadlift. 301 rep, 302 pounds.
A
Yeah, I
and
did
2?
302 pounds.
How is it 302? Where'd you get the 2 extra pounds?
It's because the plates are in kilograms.
Oh, the bar. The bar.
No,
The
no, no.
bar.
The plates are in kilograms, right? So 300. So we have to, when we're converting it to pounds, there's always math and twos and shit. It's like a 10
That's the part
kg
I remove.
a 10 kg plate is 22 pounds, right? So
True. Fair enough.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay,
So that's how I
yeah.
got the
'Cause I don't math
302.
at the gym. I just pick the weights up, I put them back down.
Yeah. Oh, Rich does all that. He sets up, I lift.
Well, aren't you the lucky ducky?
Only once a week. Every other day I have to set it up myself.
Oh, shenanigans.
Shenanigans. But yeah, so yeah, I had a really good workout. It'll be my last one with him for the summer because just taking a little break for the summer. I'll be going back to training with him again in the fall. Money related. It costs to hire a trainer, even if
No
it's Rich King
shit.
who does like us for some weird reason.
Us, he likes you
Nah,
because he trains you.
he seems to be a fan. He seems
He
to like you
touches my
too.
tip.
So
He
see, he
touches my
touches
tip.
your tip. So right there.
Put
But
in a good word for me with the love of my life, please, then, Mr. King, because goddamn. We need
I got.
to talk about the wrestling that we're actually talking about on this episode, which is not Chop Talk, despite what the background would tell you.
Oh, I messed up. I forgot to change it from the last recording we did. Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Oh, I fixed it. It is NJPW Puroresu Review. That's the video I played off the top. I know I did play the New Japan video off the top.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
So as we're here, we are not here to talk Chop Talk or local independent
No.
wrestling scene. We are here to talk the New Japan Soul shows from June 22nd, June 23rd. But we're only talking 4 matches. We're talking the G1A and B block qualifiers first round. A long name. Long name for this show.
Very, very long name, but very, very good matches. Holy hot diggity dang. If this is what the qualifiers are like, I cannot wait for the actual G1 to start.
Yeah. Before we get into them, I want to thank each and every one of you guys. We appreciate all the great support you've given us, helping us grow. every new subscriber, every old subscriber, all y'all, we really do appreciate you. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below because we want to hear from each and every one of you. And don't forget to hit that share button out to all your friends, family, and crazy people who are hoarding up in their houses. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong. I can't even. I can't even. Oh my
Hello.
god.
What?
Clean your houses.
I'm not saying their houses are dirty. Just some people are like to hoard and like just not leave their houses.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm finding out this week. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even referencing that, but yeah, I wasn't even
Yeah.
trying to reference that. I apologize.
Yeah, you weren't trying to traumatize me. You just did.
I, I'm just helping you relive your trauma. Come on,
Thanks.
get it right.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Not.
All right, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk some New Japan Soul, the G1 qualifiers, first round, and we kicked it off.
Yeah.
It's Yujiro Takahashi representing House of Torture, taking on Callum Newman representing the United Empire. Honestly, this might be.
Sir.
Oh, sorry. There and there. Might be the best Yujiro match I've watched in years.
You always say that, but we always say nice things about it. He is a competent wrestler.
No,
He's just with a really shitty faction.
and again, he pulled out his competency in this match. Is what I'm telling you, because there's so many
Yeah.
times we watch him just around the ring, and it bothers me where he actually put his working
Yeah.
today. Yes, this is not Yujiro of 15 years ago when the guy was teaming up with Tetsuya Naito,
Jacked.
flying around the ring, winning
Mhm.
winning junior tag titles. But
Yeah.
like I think did a great job here with Callum Newman. Like
I agree.
he put his he had his working shorts on.
Heck yeah. Take us into the match, man.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through a couple spots. Yujiro attacks
Mhm.
Newman immediately as the bell rings. Newman comes back with his running boot, sending Yujiro to the floor. Yujiro comes back in, but he gets drop kicked back out, and this is where Newman gets the aggressive plancha, as Osprey would. But Yujiro ends up getting a Russian leg sweep on the floor, and then starts running him into the barricades, into the
Mhm.
aprons. And this is where Yujiro gets back in control for a bit. Um, Again, they go back and forth. Newman gets a little bit off, and as Yujiro comes back, again, back and forth. Yujiro ends up flapjacking Newman onto the ropes in the ring at one point.
Mhm.
A running boot, and then follows up with a pretty nice fisherman suplex for two. He then follows it up with this is all Japanese commentary because English will be out in a couple days.
Correct.
He hits the intercollegiate slam for two. I
Interesting name.
Well, it's the Olympic Slam or the Angle Slam, whatever you want to call it. But his version is the intercollegiate because that's as far as he got.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
He didn't make it to the Olympics, so it's intercollegiate for him.
I mean, it's probably because he didn't bring Peter with him.
Yeah,
Bullet money seems to be a good luck charm for him.
yeah. One point, Yujiro bites Newman's hand, as he's
Don't
one
you
to do.
put it in your mouth.
Yujiro tosses the ref into Newman, and he tries to use his pimp cane, but it's stopped, and the ref takes stop. Newman gets the cane, but the ref takes it from Newman. He turns his back. That's where Yujiro gets a low blow, hits. I think it's pimp juice, which is the DDT to a
The
kneeling opponent.
DDT. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pimp juice, or yeah, pimp juice because
it is pimp juice. Big
yeah,
juice is the standing one.
because the big juice is the other one. Hits pimp juice, but Newman kicks out at that last possible millisecond, probably like
Mhm.
2.9984783. I just made that up.
Why?
I made it up on the spot.
Maths.
Usually I have them typed out, but I made that one up on the spot. So Yujiro goes for big juice, but Newman stops it. He hits a bridging Tiger suplex for two. follows it up, corner drop kick, and then goes off the second rope with a double stomp to the back of Yujiro and follows up with the Newman cutter for the win. Let's
I
go.
think yes, we freaking called this ish. We knew this was gonna happen.
We did.
Um, yeah, and like how awesome was it too to have the rest of the United Empire come out with Newman and just kind of just flank him, just back him. Or no, not all of them. Wasn't it just TJP?
Yeah, he had TJP because he on the next night he would
The
fight
next night is
TJP.
where all of them came out.
No, it was just Newman for TJP.
I
Yeah.
saw all of them come out. Great Khan, Akira, and everyone at one point.
Yeah, probably in the undercard when they were wrestling.
No, I didn't watch the undercard.
I don't remember that then because I just remember
I
seeing them
don't
fist
either.
bump.
I didn't write it down, but I know I saw all of them come out.
I skip through entrances most of the time, so
Yeah, I don't know which one it was. I think it was maybe this one actually. No,
I
I think it was the other one. I think it was the other one because he only came out and like patted Newman on the back, gave him a smack on the tush and went out into the ring. I remember that. Um, so yeah, I mean, it started off as I mentioned earlier. Usually, Peter Bullet Bunny is a good luck charm for Yujiro Takahashi. Her absence distinctively, you know, lost. So, maybe consider bringing back Bullet Bunny. We need some eye candy. That would be nice. Um, yeah, Callum Newman really kicked off this match fast, though. He was really owning up to that name of Prince of Pace. Very, very quick, very, very fast. There was one point where he did a really fun leg sweep on Yujiro, and then I can't remember what he did, but he followed it up with like a double stomp. Yeah, that was the double stomp to the back that you were talking about. Um,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
the one I was looking at, it's where he drop kicked in the corner that went to the second and double stomp on that. But there was another
Oh,
sweep and double stomp at one point. Yeah, he sweeps him
yeah.
down and double stomps him in the back too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was really impressive. Because how quick do you gotta be to literally slid down, swiped out Yujiro's ankle, and then in the same movement was back on his feet and able to do the double stomp. The speed that this man has is unfreaking real. As you mentioned, that fisherman suplex by Yujiro has always personal favorite of mine. It's the one thing that he seems to do just he's like Steven Styles. You know how Styles does just that suplex really, really well? It's the same thing with Yujiro. His fisherman suplex is just it is perfection. If you want to know how to do that move, watch Yujiro doing it. It's so good. The last thing I wanted to mention was the height that Newman got jumping off that second rope, not even the top rope, the second rope to go into that Newman cutter. Holy shit. The height that was some Kevin Knight, like, Kevin Knight to shame height off of that cutter. It was great. I thought he was actually gonna jump over Yujiro, but luckily he, like, kind of his ring awareness, Callum Newman's, is just top tier. He knows where everybody is at every time. He knows where he is at every time. And he just knows. It's like he does the physics math in his head that he just knows exactly where to boinky boinky, to springy bingy, to take out people. It's utterly incredible. He is going to have an incredible career in this business. This was a great match and a great win.
Again, I thought this match and like his running corner, like Newman's running corner drop kicks. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Like
hello.
they're just
Good morning.
perfection. The way he
Mhm.
hits them, like how the arc he gets on his jumps and everything, and how he's hitting them. I think they look so good.
So good.
He's not
Very,
he's
very
not a
impressive.
crazy height high when he's drop kicking like Knight or Okada, but he
No.
gets that good form, perfect speed in there. It just I don't know. It's so good.
And arguably, if you talk about like functionality, because sometimes, like, I love Okada's drop kicks, they're legendary, but sometimes he's too far away. His awareness is not that great. So he really has to extend to even clip whoever he's drop kicking. Same with Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
With Callum Newman, he knows exactly where you are. He loves to pull you in close and he loves to really shove you off with his feet. It's almost shotgunny how his drop kicks are. I absolutely love them.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the second match on the first night and the second of four the first round qualifiers we're talking about.
Yeah.
It Bullet Club's Chase Owens versus Chaos's Japanese Ninja Turtle Yoshi-Hashi. It literally dawned on me today. His armor makes him look like a Ninja Turtle.
But why? I can't get over this guy's pictures.
And he kind of
He
looks like a
looks
turtle.
confused.
He also
He
kind of looks like a turtle.
He looks like a confused turtle.
The confused
Oh,
Japanese Ninja Turtle.
I can't even. This Ninja Turtle is confused. This Ninja Turtle is falling down.
That's all I could think about when I saw him in his armor. I'm like, he looks like a
Aw, poor
goddamn Ninja
guy, poor guy. But
Turtle.
holy heckin' crap, has G1 Yoshi-Hashi been, like, on for, like, at least 2 or 3 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the quality of wrestling that man has stepped up to has just been so great. His singles competition matches, they're just
Mm-hmm.
fire. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Take us into it, man.
Yeah, Chase ends up sending Yoshi out, misses the drop kick, that wrecking ball, like through the ropes drop kick that he does.
Mhm.
As he has the one that goes through the bottom rope wrecking ball drop kick, where
Yeah.
TJP's is that flip over the top swinging rope one. It's a little bit different, but they're both wrecking ball drop kicks.
Mhm.
And Yoshi starts running Chase into the barricades. Chase dodges a running attack, sending Yoshi into the barricades, choking Yoshi with a fan's Yoshi-Hashi banner.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
And then toss him into the barricade again. Back in the ring, he gets a beautiful Shining Wizard for 2. I was like, ooh, that looked crisp.
Mhm.
Yoshi-Hashi's fighting back at one point with forearms in the corner, drops him with a shoulder block, and it's a pretty nice headhunter for 2. Chase catches Yoshi coming at him in the corner, hits the Marvel special, and hits the senton. He follows it up with a C trigger in the corner and a short arm lariat into a beautiful looking gut buster for 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So good. So great with his wrestling. So methodical. I love it.
Yeah, so Yoshi-Hashi backdrops out of a package pile driver attempt, but Chase comes back with his C trigger to the back of Yoshi's head and then
Mhm.
ties him up and hits him with a beautiful jewel heist for 2.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yoshi fights
Mhm.
back at one point, hits a super kick, snapdragon. They trade shots. Chase backslides Yoshi and hits him with another C trigger, then another C trigger on the ropes, and he gets 2. Knee to the jaw at center by Chase Owens, but Yoshi stops the package pile driver into another backdrop and gets that roll up for 2. Yoshi-Hashi then follows up with more super kicks, hits a Canadian destroyer, can only get 2. He then follows up with a lariat for 2. Then he picks him up, hooks him up. Karma. And it's over. Yoshi-Hashi is moving on to the second round of the G1 qualifier.
Yes, yes, yes. This was a fun match. I mean, I didn't expect it not to be because Yoshi-Hashi and Chase Owens tend to have really great matches. Like whenever these two get into the ring together, whether it's in tag bouts or whether it's, in these kind of one-on-one bouts, they do so well
Mm-hmm.
together. And again, Yoshi-Hashi, I mean, G1 Yoshi-Hashi has been on us and among us for the last at least 2 or 3 years now. Like, there used to be a time before we started doing this where Yoshi-Hashi was only this good during the G1. The rest of the year, he was worse than Titus O'Neil, because when he Titus O'Neil'd, he broke his nose. So, like, yeah, we have seen Yoshi-Hashi, for me, go from the kinda like the kind of silly jester guy of the group, despite having Yano on there, to be this very serious, very needing to be taken seriously wrestler, particularly when it comes to the G1, because multiple years Yoshi-Hashi has been spoiler in some things, and some people, like Kenta, have taken a lot of surprising losses that have really thrown off their G1 thing, which really throws off a Melball, 'cause gosh dang. We have to go through our G1 picks this year too still.
We still do that
Now
'cause
that we
kinda gotta
know who
wait.
the qualifiers are.
We kind of have to wait until we know who we have an idea on the table for another another pool, but or another fantasy draft. We have to wait until we know who that last person is in each one to do our proper picks, because we don't know who's going to make it, right?
I mean, that's true. I do kind of have my kind of picks in mind already. They're a little delulu in the kaflulu, but that's a Melball. Um, there was one point at the beginning there where Chase and Yoshi-Hashi were kind of like beaking off to each other a little bit. Um, but like, I don't know how much English Yoshi-Hashi knows because he looked a little like, eh?
Like his
But
face in the picture.
pretty much, yeah. Chase kind of doing the like really went above and beyond to be the heel in this one, which I love. I love me and my there wasn't a story here so much as there was just a very clear heel and a very clear face, and they were bumping heads. There is obviously history here with Bishamon and Bullet Club, this particular combination. However, I didn't feel that any of that was kind of brought into light in this match. It was just a good freaking heel face match. Um, there was one point where Chase did that snot thing that he does, which is so good for a heel, but also so disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Heh. Where he just like plugged his nose and snotted on Yoshi-Hashi's chest. And it was kind of gross. Yeah, it was kind of gross. There's a Canadian destroyer that Yoshi-Hashi did looked a little off to me. Otherwise, the rest of this match was super solid, super duper good, very intense, and I felt a very, very fun way to kind of move these guys on because now we've got what Yoshi-Hashi taking on.
Oh yeah, so I've got those graphics.
Yeah, go for it, go
So,
for it.
so there's the A block, the Yoshi-Hashi and Newman moving on, and then you have Tomohiro Battle of Chaos, Tomohiro Ishii versus
Oh,
Yoshi-Hashi. So Yoshi-Hashi's dreams end
oh,
here. Sad to say.
oh, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Does it though?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
But you not just hear what I just said. G1 Yoshi-Hashi has been a problem, has been a spoiler for the last 2 or 3 years. You don't think he's gonna start spoiling now?
No, because it's everyday Ishii, and he doesn't get spoiled on nothing.
I mean,
Oops,
Kaba
sorry,
kinda
I didn't mean to
spoiled
jump.
him.
I didn't mean to
No,
jump that
no,
fast.
it's fair. I know. Melville talks too much.
No, I did. I
Cobb
hit that by accident. Sorry.
Cobb caught one over recently on Mr. Ishii.
Yeah, that's Jeff Cobb. He's
I
special.
know, but
He's
he
special.
is. He has lesser neck than Ishii does. But I'm just saying, G1 Yoshi-Hashi, he's a problem, and now it's officially G1 season. G1 Yoshi-Hashi is dangerous, and G1 Yoshi-Hashi is spoiler. I don't doubt Tomohiro Ishii in this, but I'm not sure who's going to win this match. It for me, there's usually a clear definitive winner, and for me, I don't know. The other one, absolutely. You know what I mean?
That's who's winning it, Mr. Nonek. Tomohiro Ishii. What the hell are you doing? Or
I'm
are you trying
making
to do?
Yoshi-Hashi's
Oh, I was gonna
face.
say, are you trying to do Yoshi-Hashi? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Uh, and
Oh
then the
my
other one
meatball.
is Callum Newman versus Kenta, the eventual winner of the A block qualifier, Kenta.
I mean, and this is the other thing. This is the other reason why I think that it'll be Yoshi-Hashi because I love Callum Newman. I love him a lot. And he's so good. He's so quick. He's so fast. Unless he somehow plays spoiler on Kenta, I feel like Kenta is going to take this one and is going to be between Yoshi-Hashi and Kenta, which we know tons of history with those two. You know Kenta's fascination, unnatural fascination, with Yoshi-Hashi's stick. So I feel that it would
staff.
be sure the stick. He likes his stick. So that being said, we know that there's a story there. There's something that they don't really have to work for because Kenta just needs to be like, ooh, Delulu for the stick. So I feel like that would be a more fun, proper English, match to kind of work towards because it's going to give the audience a little bit of something before going into the G1 and kind of leaving that story behind. Because that story is a story that just kind of pops up every once in a while and then disappears again. I'm good with it. It can pop up in this. I would like that.
All right.
I'd also like Kenta to win something once in a while. We see how much that happens.
I'd like to see Kenta go through and go to the G1. That's what I want.
I want that too, but every year I ask for it.
I just want him to get into
Yoshi-Hashi.
one. He's not going to win.
Rude. Rude.
We move on. June 23rd, G1 Climax B Block qualifier match. Toru Yano, the battle of the teammates. It's literally the 6-man tag team title block that these two are in. Literally, the 3 people in the 6-man tag titles are in the same side of the block. It is Toru Yano versus Oleg Boltin. With the winner
Hiroshi Tanahashi is in that one?
With the winner facing Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so Yano ends up going to the outside pretty early in the match. He sits on his red chair. Boltin comes out, and this is where Yano attacks him with the chair, runs him into the post, and then he rolls him up in the ring skirt. But Boltin fights his way out, gets back in at 16. Mel's not least favorite number.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
At this point, Yano has removed all of the corner pads. All of them. There's no corner pads left.
Yano things.
So this is where Yano starts running Boltin into the corner pads. He does it over and over again, choking Boltin on the mat. Yano attacking the eyes. Boltin ends up running into an exposed corner, but comes back out and just shoulder blocks the shit out of Yano. He's like, I'm not taking that. And hits the sausage splash. I think it's what it's called. Or the flying body sausage. That's it. As Chris Charlton would say, the flying body sausage. Or the salmon splash.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, Boltin hits his flying body sausage to a damned Yano.
It's not like the salmon splash though, because Tsuji keeps his hands by his hips. Most people put their arms out.
And this is Boltin.
Whee!
This is where Boltin picks up Yano. So it starts doing that swing around gut wrench into the gut wrench shapelek. And then he just follows it out with a kip up, which I was like, damn, this big boy can kip. I love it.
I mean, it's a matter of pride at this point because if Brian Cage can do it, that's a bigger boy.
I've seen Barricade do it while being assisted.
The fuck you did?
I have a video. He might have fallen back after he kind of landed on his feet, but
I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit.
He might have fell back down after landing on his feet, but
that's some bullshit.
Yano fights back with a rebound, belly to belly suplex. Yano hits an atomic drop, launches Boltin into the exposed corner. Boltin stops the Yano power bomb, hits a beauty kind of looking drop kick.
Mm-hmm.
He then falls up with a corner splash, a scoop slam, and hits a Vader bomb for 2. Yano reverses his the big meaty flip into a roll up, then gets a low blow and the spear to the back for 2. Yano goes for a roll up, but Boltin catches him into a small package for the win.
Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot to add to this. I felt it was a pretty fun and silly match. It was nice to see Yano working hard to very obviously put over Oleg. And Oleg, he didn't really need the help.
No.
He's so good. He's being trained so well. I just wish that as a champion and as now a person going on in the qualifiers that he wasn't in black trunks, that he wasn't in black boots, and that he wasn't coming out to the same old stupid music that the young boys who can't even figure out how to hang on to the barricades properly yet are coming out to. He's elevated. He should have his own theme. He should have his own look. He should be graduated. I don't know what the story is with that. Like you can build this guy without having him be a liar. He needs to graduate if he's going to be considered, a champion. Again, he's a trios champion. And that's kind of more important than like Shomakato, you know?
Hmm?
I don't know. It bothers me that he's still demoted for how promoted he is. It's like being like an employee of a company but doing the manager's job without the pay. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
I've done
mean,
that.
he's probably still getting the pay, but like visually speaking, I think he should be a
Without the
little bit.
respect. Without the respect.
Yeah, like it just I don't know. Maybe that's just me nitpicking a little bit too much because the match itself was great, which is hilarious because it's Yano. You know how much I hate Yano, but
Yeah.
like it was such a good match. And Yano worked so hard. Like Yano already he already looks like he's sucking wind quite a bit when he's wrestling. He worked really, really hard. He was exhausted at the end of this match.
Mm-hmm.
These guys put on a great, great match. I was really impressed with this.
Yeah,
But
me
like
too.
graduate Bolton already.
Yep. We move on. It's Satoshi Kojima versus TJP. Yeah, this excited. Kojima coming out with his MLW Tag Team Championship and not his World Heavyweight Championship. I was
You
super.
know? Who cares? He has the belt. He has a belt,
Yeah.
which is more than we can say for some places because some places don't let their champions take the belts. Some of them rightfully so because some of them little boys be bitches and they'll just be like "Weedy, weedy, 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 weedy," off with the belt. But I mean, he's at least marketing MLW. Yeah, MLW a little bit. I almost said MPW. How hysterical would that have been? MLW. He's marketing them a little bit to the New Japan crowd, which I think brilliant. Let him do it. I don't care what title he brings. Bring one, bring both, bring none. I don't. As long as they announced him as the champion and you can see the title, forget.
Yeah. So again, they get started. It's good back and forth. They work to the outside a bit. They get in the ring. TJP gets Kojima with the Kojima chops in the corner, but Kojima comes back, chopping him down, then chokes him on the ropes. TJP gets Kojima down at one point, gets that hammerlock arm snap. Kojima ends up rolling up TJP. He rolls out. I wrote that wrong. He rolls out, and TJP is that over the top rope wrecking ball drop kick. Then he hits a somersault senton off of the apron. TJP goes back on the apron, but this is where Kojima sweeps the feet out, and then he gets up on the apron, hits a DDT to TJP on the apron. There's a lot of DDT, the DDT. Oh, it's getting groovy. Kojima gets his Kojima chops in the corner to TJP that hits a running forearm, but then TJP scores a drop kick and then hits a running corner elbow, dropping Kojima and gets his lace wash in the running boot in the corner. He goes to do it again, but he ends up getting attacked and gets hit with that DDT. TJP gets an octopus. Are you doing Mario? That's what it sounded like.
I was. Yeah, the star thing.
TJP
Whoa.
TJP gets an octopus hold. Like Kojima gets to the rope. CJ then hits a springboard DDT, but can only get two. Kojima blocks the running knee, but TJP flips through a Koji cutter, which like he went for the Koji and he handstanded flipped through it. It looks so good into
Yes.
the running knee, then another running knee to the back of the head for two. TJP misses the Mamba Splash, and Kojima hits the Koji Cutter for two. Kojima with a huge lariat, then hits a Brainbuster, but again, can only get two. He lines up for the Cozy Lariat, but TJP hits a super kick and pulls a crucifix pin for the win. TJP moving on up, baby.
Yes. 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 So I have an interesting thought because we saw how in the Best of the Super Junior, TJP struggled a little bit at the beginning there and then had that Cinderella kind of run to the end, which really, solidified that for me at least, that he is the captain of the United Empire. I mean, no one else could have pulled something like that
Mhm.
off but TJP. And it's nice to officially know that he is the captain. I didn't realize that. You think you told me that the
I
last show.
and I missed the news because it's like end of April before Super Juniors that he qualified as the new he became the official leader, and I didn't even realize we were talking about who's the leader all through Best of Super Juniors.
We
thought
were. How stupid do we look? Frick. Damn it. That was a Japanese wrestling update fail.
Yep.
Well, we'll do better. Don't worry, people. We'll do better. So yeah, building on that, I feel like I feel like this is the time for TJP to really bank and solidify his captainship, if that makes sense. Because I believe I'm not looking at the list right now and my memory is awful. Um, Jeff Cobb already in there, Great Khan also already in the G1, correct?
And Hanare.
And Hinari. So we got 3 of the 6, correct? Because we got Akira, Callum, Newman. Oh, Callum's still in it, technically. So we got 4 of the 6 members because Akira is
Hmm.
not the only.
Well, okay,
Also,
so
something we may
five of
need
the
to
six
discuss
members.
is
Yeah,
is Gideon. Is Gideon still a part of the United Empire?
according to Wikipedia, yes, but I don't know if Wikipedia is right.
Yeah, the internet is a funny place for correctness. Um, that being said, I feel that this is going to maybe be a proving time for TJP to prove why he's the captain of the United Empire. I think you're going to see TJP sweep right into that G1 pretty easily and then make a really good run with it. I'm on the fence. He's actually one of my top 2 people who I think is going to take the G1.
Hmm.
So we'll have to see where it kind of goes and who gets the qualifiers officially so I can make a decision on that. But yeah, one of my predictions is TJP kind of coming in and raising hell,
Let's
right?
get it. Let's get 5 members of the Empire into the G1. Get Newman in there. Get TJP in there. Let's go.
Yeah, but then Newman would have to beat Kenta. That's
Yes,
gonna be
okay.
a hard feat. That's a hard feat.
I'd be okay with that. So showing our boys moving on. So we're getting Boltin Oleg versus his mentor slash old guy that talks to him, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure Bolton's going to the finals.
I mean, if he does not.
Well,
I would be
if he doesn't,
surprised.
go to the finals, Hiroshi Tanahashi is one of the biggest liars in history because all he's been talking about is we need to push our younger talent. We need to get our younger guys over, to get like our younger stars over, is what he's been saying for the last 4 to 5 months since he took over. Again, he's
To
only
which I ask, if that is the frickin' case, why are you currently the trios champion taking away from one of your youngest talents in
I don't.
frickin' Yoda Like, what the
Oh,
fizzity yuckin' heck?
I agree. But and if he doesn't put Bolton over in this match, I'm like, dude, go to hell. Like Bolton
Right.
needs to win this match.
This not only needs to be a Boltin Oleg win match, this needs to be the match of his career up until this point. It needs to be even better than it was with Yano, which is not a problem. We know that Tanahashi can put on an incredible match right now, especially when he is in with someone who knows what the hell they're doing. Like, you tell me that Tom Lawler's going to get in there with Hiroshi Tanahashi, I'll be like, cool, no problem. This is going to be a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that Tom Lawler's going to give us a great match. He's so experienced. Boltin Oleg is really, really good. But is he experienced enough to hold his own in a match with one of the greatest of this century in what could potentially be a defining moment of is Tanahashi still capable of going or not? Because that's really what it's also going to come down to is are we going to see the generational norm in Hiroshi Tanahashi, or are we going to see, the start of a new era with Boltin Oleg? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
That's
again,
praise now, isn't it?
yeah. Like I'm hoping to see Bolton Oleg move on here. Just I want TJP to win this B block to go into the G1 finals, in which he's going to have to do against Mr. Taichi. This is gonna be a sick match. I think these
Yeah.
here down together. Like post match, because Taichi was on commentary for the two B block matches, and
Mhm.
TJP poked Taichi in the face after
Did
the
he
match.
poop his nose? I thought he pooped his nose.
Like he did something. He poked him in the face. I don't know if he actually hit the nose or not, but he poked him in the face somewhere. Might have been the forehead. I don't know, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you wanna fight a Melball booper nose. Like,
Oh, don't tell me
it's
that.
it's as to me, as condescending as patting me on the head because I'm short.
Oh,
Like,
I'm gonna start getting people to boop your nose.
"Oh, I'm gonna be just throwing hands with everybody." No, don't do that. I don't wanna have to fight people. I'm already freaking I've already got haters. I don't need another one. Come on now.
Come on, you thrive on haters.
I have one, and I'd rather punch her in the face, but I'm not allowed to because
Uh,
society.
yeah, sure, society.
Well, it's not societally acceptable for women to just go around catfighting each other for no reason.
I think it'd be awesome.
Train me up. Train me up and put me in there.
Oh, I would just be like Joey Styles, just yelling "cat fight" all the time. High pitched voice.
I'm not Cat. Don't put Cat in that. Poor Cat. She doesn't
No,
want
you
to
said
fight anybody. She loves
no.
everyone.
You said you were gonna go around cat fighting people.
Yeah, and then
So
you
I'd be
said
yelling
cat
cat.
fighting, and I thought of Cat. Go
No, but
ahead, Cat.
no, I was gonna. No, just back in the day in ECW, anytime two women would start fighting, Joey Styles would yell "cat fight" at the top.
Oh, yeah, I remember
That's
that,
what I
yeah.
would do every time you're fighting somebody. I would just start yelling that.
I mean, it would probably be comparable because let's be honest, like, just because she has a little bit of muscle doesn't mean she knows how to use them. They're glamour. They're pretty. They
So,
they're not functional.
so advice to any of you meeting Melba: if you meet her, boop her in the nose.
Do not.
Do
I
it.
will fight you.
Do it.
Oh, that
Do
is
it
a
if you want to
trigger
fight
now.
Melba. Do it if
It
you
is
want
a
to fight her.
trigger. No, don't fight a Melball. She doesn't wanna fight you. Jesus.
we have come to the end of another episode of
Yay.
NJPW Puroresu Review. You can find me on the X at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, and on our YouTube page, youtube.com/ at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find this show and all our other Japanese wrestling content over at SundayNightsMainEvent.com in audio form. Go over there, get the RSS feed, and add them to your podcast catcher. You can also catch them over at Patreon.com/SNME Radio if you want to support them. Only $4 American per month. Or go over to choptees.com and pick up some SNME merch over there. They got some great stuff going on over there. Also, don't forget to check us out over on twitch.tv/our local establishment. They're also on Instagram and TikTok at OLE Podcast. Also on YouTube at our local establishment. This Wednesday, the day it comes out, we're recording this on Tuesday. The day it comes out, June 26th, I will be live at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern with my boy, my alternate tag team partner, Oleg, because we're doing Marvel Talk. It's the MCU Rebound. We're about to talk Guardians of the Galaxy.
Awesome. That was a good
Awesome.
Awesome, awesome, possum.
The way you said awesome, I was like, that's great. And then you can also find our stuff simulcasted a week later over at youtube.com/@backbreaker video. Thank you, Mike, for all the great support and simulcasting all of our stuff. If you want to see him live, go to twitch.tv/MikeTheRef, where his AEW watch-alongs every Wednesday, Saturday, and pay-per-view Sundays, and he's gaming every other day of the week. And if you want replays of his gaming content, go to youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming, where you can find stuff from him, Mr. PJC, this guy right here, Mr. Rick Jules, and their frequent guest,
Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. We love Kayla J here.
We do. Melball, where can they find you?
At home, minding her business. If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find her on our local establishment's programming, Japanese Wrestling Update with this guy, every Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, unless it's not. And then we will let you know on our social media. This week we will be doing a pre-recorded episode because Andre and I are going to be splitting up. We are going to be going to. I know.
Episode? What? No, you didn't tell me this.
Andre will be attending the LPW show on Friday. I will be attending the Closer RCW show with my sister to go check out that because we are a little overwhelmed this week and we feel like LPW is going to be a bit much and might result in something that we don't want. So
again, nothing wrong with the place. It's just it's a bigger crowd, a lot more.
It's a bigger crowd, a lot more noise, a lot more triggers for people like me and my sister who are auditory sensitive, ADHD, and just ready to kill people.
Hey, so maybe you might see like. I wonder if Jason Rutledge is going to show up anywhere on Friday.
I don't know. He might be a little stressy and depressy right now after the Oilers lost. I'm just saying. Anyway, back to Japanese Wrestling Update. We're going to be at different. You can't be sure that you don't show that.
You can't be depressed if your team sucks from the beginning.
We should say that about wrestlers. Yeah, we will have that show out at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Andre and I will be going to different wrestling shows. We'll probably be having 2 different versions of Chop Talk. We'll both probably be on both of those episodes, just having fun and adding to the commentary. Right, my friend?
We'll figure it out.
We will figure.
Maybe I'll replace you with Andreas. I don't know. We'll see.
You want to have to do a podcast with a dude you're going to have to send on a side quest mid-show?
That will be his side quest.
You know what? After the Burger King side quest success, we gotta love our humanoid Andreas for being alive. You can also find me on Astro Bizarro's YouTube channel. Thank you. We do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase, all about the ladies of professional wrestling. We have an episode that we're hoping to get out soon. This week has been a little bit more chaotic than I expected than I would like. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit down with her to record some stuff, but we're hoping tomorrow we can get that done before the chaos of the weekend. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, stay tuned to our socials to see when that's happening. If you're wanting to watch some New Japan Wrestling, you can check out the link in the description box below. It is njpwworld.com. It's 999 yen. Is approximately, we're going to say approximately 10 Canadian just to show. Huh? Speaks. I still have that shirt too. I still have that shirt. Oh, Sean Spears. You threw me right off.
I know.
Wait, take
$10. $10.
10, yeah, 10 Canadian. Shout out Sean Spears. But more like what, 14.50 Canadian now?
There.
Somewhere around there is still an amazing price to watch some amazing professional wrestling. And if you go to the NJPW site, you can also check out all of their, is it NJPW TV, World TV title matches? Some of which feature Zack Sabre Jr., some feature Jeff Cobb. You might even see some familiar faces from WWE in there. So go check it out, get a feeler, and then make the decision to pay full price for the rest of the stuff.
You could even see Tanahashi versus Ryusuke Taguchi for free over there for the World TV title.
Because, yeah, that's something on everybody's list.
So it's a pretty good match.
It was actually a pretty good match. There was a lot of ass throwing in there, though. So if you're not really into throwing ass, you might not like that match too much. Andre.
Throw that ass. Throw that ass.
My trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Sean Spears. Thank you guys all so much.
Put it on again.
Thank y'all all so much for showing up and supporting us. We really do appreciate you. Please like the channel, subscribe to us. We do appreciate everybody who has subscribed in the past, in the present, and hopefully all y'all that will subscribe in the future. And also, please comment down below because we love hearing from you. Please share us out to all your friends, family, and just anybody you think that might like professional wrestling. Share us out to them. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video just like this one.
No. I didn't know it was a turkey at my door. I would have booted you first. My goodness. Goodness. That being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Yes.